Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. Pittsburgh Steelers 2023 full draft review. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers, all the draftees, all the people that got drafted on Thursday, Friday, and today, like that. I'm a little bit slightly late because I was in the movie theaters watching Evil Dead Rise. A pretty solid movie, pretty good movie like that. But the Steelers did a good job. Start from day one. Of course, like I mentioned before in the previous video, Broderick Jones Jr. was an amazing pick. The Steelers went out there and did their thing and got Broderick Jones, traded up for him, and got that elite level tackle. And we really need an athletic tackle who can get to the next level, who's very explosive, who can just be a flat out like super athlete, like one of those big monster athlete type of guys like that. And his connections with George Pickens, of course, for being from Georgia, and Darnell Washington, who we got too, a tight end too, who called himself the 6th lineman, and who's also a big target as well. Like that, should be a big red zone threat as well for the team. The Steelers got a little bit of the Georgia connection for the offense, and you know me, I don't mind some of the picks, like like the connections too. I love some of that stuff, like when people have ties, like Joey Porter Jr. ties to his father to being a Steeler, and having ties to like the organization or to the team like that, because it's always good for chemistry. Chemistry is one of the most important things, get the chemistry going and get the team like in sync like that. All the players being familiar with each other and familiar territory, it makes them play better because they're like, hey, I know this guy, I've been with this guy before, and I feel comfortable around this person like that. In the locker room, they're cool and stuff like that, and the chemistry work well. When the chemistry clicking and people buy into their roles, that's how you win Super Bowls like that. So this is the new era for the Steelers. We step into the new era, the future Steelers. The team is looking very good. Today we got Nick Herbig. He is edge rusher. 11 sacks last year, and someone mentioned in the comment section that he had basically about the same amount of stats, about the same stats, only 15 tackles less than TJ Watt like that, when TJ Watt was in Wisconsin like that. So that's actually cool to see like that, that he had that too. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, the person's name was Lake Robinette. I have to go back and check and see the person's name like that who mentioned that, but that's a good stat right there like that. Being an edge rusher, having a Wisconsin connection with TJ Watt a little bit like that, went to the same college like that. I'm not saying he'll be TJ Watt, but he might be pretty good, especially when you like a guy who's filling in for TJ Watt and filling in for Alex Highsmith, like a rotational piece like that. And when TJ Watt takes up a big amount of coverage, double teams and stuff like that, he's getting doubled and tripled sometimes. It opens up so much for the other person and it helps them develop quicker. That's how Alex Highsmith developed quicker too. TJ Watt getting all of the attention, then he start emerging more and more because he started getting single stuff and starting working on his stuff and develop better and better in game experience. And then now he's going to be getting double attention too. He had about 13, 14 sacks last year, holding it down for the Steelers, playing very good football. So Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, had this edge rusher right here, and Nick Herbig, the brother of Nate Herbig, on the Steelers as well, like that. It's going to be nice. And then the 7th round, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted Corey Trent Jr., cornerback from Purdue, and they drafted Spencer Anderson, offensive tackle from Maryland. The cornerback from Purdue, Corey Trent Jr. Corey Trice. Is it Trice or Trent Jr.? I think I might be saying it wrong. Maybe Trice. Corey Trice Jr. But he's 6'3", 6'3" cornerback, 200 pounds. They most likely can use him in different spots. I think he might be moved. They might try to work him see how he would look at safety, free safety, slot. And I might see him how he work on the outside. He'll probably use him in different spots, special teams everywhere. A guy like that, and that size, he got to be bound to be good at some position in the backfield like that. Of course, he's drafting 7th round. 7th round don't mean you're just going to be a guy on the practice squad forever. We see a lot of 7th round picks and a lot of late round picks emerge as some big time talent in the league. 5th round pick, Antonio Brown, remember? Went out there and did his thing. Was it 5th or 6th? I think it was 5th round for Antonio Brown. And then it was 6th round for the best quarterback of all time, even though I didn't like him when he was the Patriot, but I like him now. Tom Brady, best quarterback ever. You see Brock Purdy last year, the last pick in the draft. They called him Mr. Irrelevant, but he became Mr. Relevant very fast because he went undefeated in the regular season, and he led them all the way to the NFC Championship and merged well with the 49ers. So you never count yourself out. So Trice and Spencer Anderson having versatility is always great because it gives you a spot on the roster. He played all over the line. He played left tackle, right tackle, offensive guard, like that. I don't know if he played center, but they would mention a lot of things about him playing all over the line and being very versatile. So being a good depth piece, if the team need him in any spot, he'd be there to fill in well like that. So it's always great to have depth in the O-line position. Different guys can do certain things. You can switch them in, switch them out on different plays and different styles and schemes and stuff like that. The Steelers are going to have very fun with this roster right here. The only thing that's still a negative in my mind that I've been seeing still roam around Twitter the whole time is Matt Canada. But I think Matt Canada, he came along better in the second half of the season like that, getting the play calling better and stuff. He got to trust his guys a little more. Like, he try to play conservative sometimes and try to get too, like, cute and fancy, try to, like, throw people off and try to do trickery, like, try to make the play be, like, just doing too much. Just trust your guys and trust your quarterback to be able to drop back and deliver. Just trust your running backs without all the crazy motions and all the crazy things like that. We know the motions is good to see if they sitting in zone or they man and man like that, or they following and stuff like that. But it's also great to just trust your guys and let them go out there and just ball out like that. So hopefully he implement that a little bit more next season too, and get the offense going. Because the way this offense is looking, if you look at it, really, George Pickens, Richard Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Kenny Pickett, of course, Roderick Jones being on the O-line, and then having Siamalu, Nate Herbig, and all those guys, James Daniels, Mason Cole, a lot of depth at the O-line position, and then the defense is already elite. The Steelers defense has been elite for the past like 3, 4, 5 years. Like they've been playing very good football. It's just the offense can't score points, so it makes the defense look bad because you get tired after a while. You can't stop the team forever. You can't. The defense cannot be on the field for 30, 40 minutes in an NFL game. It's just not going to accumulate to winning like that. But if this offense can get it clicking, Al Robinson too as well. If the offense can get clicking, they're going to be very good and very dangerous to stop. And last year's schedule was very tough. We had I think the second toughest schedule in the league last year, and we finished 9-8 in a rebuild year. Just think about that. I know we don't celebrate participation trophies and stuff like that. You want to celebrate the win, but you don't want to see comfort, in the words of Mike Tomlin. But we finished 9-8 in the rebuilding year on the second toughest schedule. This year we have an easier schedule, but it's the NFL, so all games are still tough. Like, it's still the NFL. Every year teams get better and better and better. So you can't just walk in thinking that you're gonna like zoom through the year. So the Steelers gonna do what they always do, playing accordingly and playing good, and go in and try to help us get to the playoffs and hopefully try to win a Super Bowl and compete for a Super Bowl like that. But we got to take it step by step. We got to start with developing our young guys. We got to start with winning, having a winning season, the regular season like we did last year, and then getting to the playoffs, and then winning the playoff game, then winning 2 playoff games, then winning 3 playoff games and becoming AFC champions, and then maybe winning the Super Bowl. You got to do it step by step. It's a process like that. Remember Giannis was talking about it last time, saying like it's a process. It takes steps, the steps it takes to win a championship. Sometimes like teams build, like the Texans, they building their team up. They're not expected to win the Super Bowl or win a championship now, but they're building their team up and setting their team up for the future. They're going to develop these young guys, and then they're going to start trying to accumulate it to winning. And then accumulate it to winning, then you accumulate it to getting to the playoffs, in the postseason, and doing what you do like that. So you got to take step by step. The Steelers are already a little step ahead. They're good organization. They're always good and not rebuilding. They're just always good, like doing like a rebuild, but also competing at the same time like that. And that right there puts you a step ahead, and let all those young guys from last year get a great experience and get a great dose and a great boost. I keep calling them young, they're older than me. Most of them are probably older than me. I think unless somebody's under the age of 21, they probably older. I think nobody under the age of 21 is Steelers. I think everybody older than 21, so they probably older than me. So maybe I'm supposed to say the players instead of the young guys. But the players who was the rookies last year came in and they experienced the tough football in December and the winning football, and that's going to accumulate to this year. So this should be a very good year to see the Steelers. And I'm very pumped up, as you can tell. I got my Arsenal championship title right here. Got my Najee Harris jersey on. And I'm ready. I'm ready for the season to start. I know we got a few more months to the season start, but I'm pumped up. I'll be doing the live stream things on some of the stuff. I'm still going to be having Steelers news here and there. Of course, I'm still doing the basketball stuff because my Miami Heat is in the playoffs and they're going crazy. They're balling out and stuff. They play tomorrow as well. But I'm going to be doing Steelers updates weekly like that too, so expecting me to talk about some of the new people we drafted, doing a full breakdown analysis on how they can be used and stuff, and all that type of stuff. And let me know in the comment section what else you would like to see and what you think about this video and what you think about the draft. Bye, see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out. Bang, bang, bang.